What
From
a
the top.
what? Hi, I'm Kylie,
Hi, I'm Lauren.
Hi, I'm Austin.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
and this is Just Talk on the TC podcast. What about relationships do you want to talk about?
Like, how do you deal with them in like a high school? Like, should you? Like, what kind of relationships?
Yeah, what
Like dating?
type of like
Or, like,
friends or
friends.
God
Family?
with,
All of the above. Question mark. I don't know.
Because
let's
it's
start with God.
Yeah.
Like, how do you maintain a relationship with God during high school?
in the mornings I read the Bible, and I'm trying to read through the entire Bible. I'm on Exodus. It's kind of getting boring because it's just about what to do and not to do, and it's really boring. But I'm excited to get to the New Testament.
Yeah, I think just paying attention in chapels. Like, I started bringing a notebook to chapel last year just so I could actually focus and remember what they were saying.
Yeah, like something that helps me keep a relationship is just like talk to God as if he's like one of my friends like in school and just like be as open and honest as possible with him. And then also like try to get involved in stuff because it just helps you strengthen your relationship.
And I think also going to there's a praise night tonight, so going to school events help a lot, and also just trying to remember to read the Bible because sometimes it's hard to do that.
What are some things that prevent you from having a relationship with God?
I think when you get busy, you sometimes just forget about it, and for a lot of people, it's not their top priority. Their relationship with Jesus is like below school, their friends and stuff, and I think that prevents them getting a stronger relationship.
Sometimes it feels like there's like a pressure that you have to do it like really well or like really perfectly, but when you kind of just like realize God doesn't care about you doing anything perfectly, then it kind of makes it feel more like effortless and less like of a chore and stuff. That's what I've found.
I think just, like you said, getting really busy and not having a lot of time, and then you just want to go to bed and not spend time with that.
Yeah.
But
I think maybe a lot of it is complex because for our Bible project, we did like a parable thing, and I did not understand my parable at all until my dad helped me.
okay, how do you guys keep a good relationship with your parents?
Like, I realize they're like trying to do what's best for me, even though it's like hard to see and they're like really annoying about everything, but it's like they're doing it because they care about me and stuff. So just remembering that through everything.
I try to just set aside time, like every week or something, to watch a show with them or just spend time with them. Because sometimes you just forget about your parents with friends and relationships and stuff. So I think it's good to just set aside time to do things with them.
Yeah, just spending time with them is probably...
Yeah, but that's also really hard with school and like when there's after school stuff too. It's like I barely see them sometimes.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
it's summer, it's like you get to see them more often.
We go on like hikes and stuff. Not like during like the school year, but we try to go on hikes, and then we have a cottage. So over the summer we like go there a lot.
So we all have siblings here, I think, right?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
do you guys maintain a good relationship with your siblings?
I don't see my brother at
Okay.
all.
I bully them.
Oh, yeah, your sister's in our class.
Yeah, I'm in a class with my sister, and she sits right behind me.
It's so funny to
So
watch.
I can just turn around and just tease her if I feel like it. But it's still fun though,
Why?
cause she's my sister and she's, I don't know, I have to spend so much time with her. So
Siblings, you have to be annoying to them.
yeah,
like-
I'm the oldest. It's my job, and when I'm not being annoying to them, they're being annoying to each other, and I have to keep them from like attacking each other.
Well, both of my siblings are out of college and like have a life, so I don't talk to them that much, but I try to see them like every few months or just call them on the phone. But it's hard when they're like way older than me and both have a life of their own. So
Yes, same. Both of my siblings are a lot older than me, too.
When you guys were younger, did you guys have like a good relationship with your siblings?
Yeah, when my sister and I were in school together, we were really close, and then she went to college, and now we don't really talk as much. But I don't know, my brother's a lot older than me, so I guess we were just never really on the same level.
Yeah, I think same. Like when they were before they went to college, we did have a good relationship, but by the time they both were in college, I was in like 5th grade or something. So I really didn't have that much time to spend with them. It's definitely easier to maintain a relationship when you live with them, obviously.
Did your friend group change from middle school to high school, and has it changed throughout high school?
I don't think like the friend group that I sit with at lunch has changed, but I've definitely made more friends through like extracurriculars, like theater. Like I have a whole bunch of friends now in theater. So if like one of my friends isn't at our lunch, I can like sit with other people.
Yeah, kind of same. Like we had some friends go to different high schools, so like there was that change, but like the same core group of friends mainly stayed the same, but it kind of became like bigger and there's like more people, which is honestly really nice because it's like I have a bigger like more people I can lean on, and just knowing more people is really fun, and getting to know different people is really great. Like at lunch and just like in other classes and scenarios like band and theater and stuff like that.
I went to a different middle school, so my friends are pretty much completely different than they were in middle school. But I think as you go through high school, you just make more friends naturally through like fine arts or performing arts or extracurriculars. So it's definitely changed since 8th grade.
Yeah, I went to a different middle school also, and most of my friends went to the same school, but our friend group completely separated. So, yeah, I don't know. My friend group has definitely changed a lot. Through high school, I think, like you guys have said, just making a lot more friends.
And it's definitely hard to like keep a friend group from middle school because you go from like seeing them every day and to just not seeing them at all, and you only text them, and then you try and like stay friends. Is really hard to.
Yeah. Like some of my closest friends I have like 0 classes with.
Yes.
And it's like so hard, but like I still try to like make time to hang out with them and stuff. But it's just like different dynamics because last year I would have seen them like every day, like all the time. And now
Yeah.
it's like I have to like reach out and find them more, even though we still like go to the same school and stuff.
Whether parents, friends, or other places, where do you get your relationship advice from?
My dad always tells me not to get relationship advice from like books and movies and stuff. So I think like just talking to my dad about it.
Yeah, I get a lot of relationship advice from like parents and also just the Bible in general and 10 Commandments and what Jesus says. So
Yeah, like I get that advice from just like, it's hard not to like learn things from the people around you, but kind of to always like look at it from a Jesus perspective and see like how he treated people. I listen to like what advice people tell me, but I also am like, does Jesus like also believe that? And does it like, how could I do that in my life? I don't know.
What are some examples of advice that you guys have gotten throughout your lives, whether good or bad?
This is what I've heard from like multiple like adults is like date to marry and not just to date.
I would agree on that. That's one thing a lot of people have told me, and I think it's true. Just don't date just to have fun. Just make sure you're taking it seriously.
And to like date people like you actually care about, and like make sure like both people are being like taken care of.
Yeah, just like communication is
Definitely.
important.
Yeah. I think one big thing with communication is like a small miscommunication can ruin an entire relationship. And the whole time I'm like, you could just talked it out and you would have been fine. I've read a lot of books where that happens and it annoys me a lot.
Yeah, like this is like that could be in dating, but even like with friends and stuff, like when you really care about something, little things like don't matter, and you'll be able to be like, say like agree to disagree, or like just be able to listen and stuff. just being wise and like realizing the small things, they shouldn't matter that much and stuff.
Definitely more so in dating, you gotta make sure you're on the same page with whoever you're dating kind of most of the time. And I think that's really important if you want to have a good relationship.
Well, we just talked about all kinds of relationships, so I would encourage you to look into the book of Proverbs for anything it says about relationships.
Like at my church, we were reading them in Sunday school or catechism, and there's just like a lot of wisdom in it, and it was like so much help and stuff.
Yeah.
It was really useful.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Why are you
You
looking at
invited.
me?
You're the one who decided at lunch.
Relationship, because she said she'd be laughing the whole
No.
time. That's literally what you said.
Yeah, I was saying like don't do that one.
What about like fine arts? I don't know.
That was a long time ago. I do
It
not
was
remember
like
that.
last week.
What wasn't?
We got our stuff back.
that was like
last
2
week.
weeks ago.
That was
Were you in part of fine arts?
No.
Well,
I don't really know what it was. We can talk about
20 minutes of me reading
percussion
my
section.
A-push notes.
no,
No.
definitely not.
The podcast is just on how to study for A-Push.
Hey, I'm Kylie,
I'm Lauren.
I'm Austin.
I'm Elizabeth.
and this is Just Talk on the TC podcast. So, we have about a month left until the end of school. How are you guys feeling?
It's gone by really fast.
Yeah, it was definitely different than how I thought it would go at the start of the year.
Yeah, like I didn't know what to expect, but like I kind of like we only have like 7 weeks or something.
That's
like
crazy.
it doesn't feel like a lot, but it kind of I don't know.